my God. that was loud. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an all-new episode of the SSE Podcast, hosted by your man's George Garcia, a.k.a. Georgie Boy. Welcome. This is a very special episode. Well, every episode is special, but this is specialer because this is episode 5 of the SSE Podcast. This has gone for about 5 weeks, right? And we're still here doing it. So, clap it up for it. Shout out to everyone who's been listening and tuning in every single week to listen on a podcast. I appreciate you. I love you. And yeah, thank you for tuning in every single week. This is episode 5. This is special episode. Like I said, we're going to keep going with a bunch of more episodes. You will continue to see the evolution of the SSE Podcast and me as your host. It's still audio, but again, the visuals are coming. I just need y'all to be very patient with me while I work on this. The studio isn't secure. I have something planned. I just got to get all the paperwork done. You know, this is not just go in and do what you want. You got to work with these people if you want to get stuff. So bear with me. But enough about that. We're going to go straight into today's topics. And of course, we're going to go into everybody's favorite artist. Mr. West, let me hear you say now, Mr. Kanye West. As you all know, and as you all have been waiting still, Kanye did his 4th listening party in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. And this is a special listening party where he actually reenacted and rebuilt his childhood home and had everybody around watching him perform. Well, not really performing, we'll just stand there while the album was playing in the background. And in my opinion, I don't get why he's still doing this though. You know, people listen in on these live streams. They go to the show, they watch him do this, they listen to the album on the live stream. He gets people's hopes up to think, oh, now he's finally going to drop the album. And then what? You got your hopes high for no album at all. Nothing. Not even a little snippet. Not even a single, bro. No track list, no cover, no announcement from the guy himself. Just more and more and more listening parties. And it's like, what is the point of this? Like this one, I get it was special. You were in your hometown. You was you're paying tribute to your childhood and your mom, where you grew up, this and that. You're making money out of this. Because all these live streams that you've been doing, yeah, heard he made about $12 million. That's cool. Yeah, whatever. You're making money out of this, but again, where's the album, bro? We're still waiting. For me, I've lost hope. Every time someone says he got a listening party coming on, I said, bro, he's had more listening parties than he has his album. And it's insane. I really think he's like waiting for Drake to drop his album. Because when Drake drops his album, I feel like that's when he's going to drop his album. And speaking of Drake, you know, he did announce today on ESPN that Certified Lover Boy will be released next week, September 5th, if I'm correct. September 5th, if I'm correct. Oops. September 3rd, actually. So that will land on let me look at my calendar, September 3rd. Yeah, exactly, next week, next Friday. So if Drake is going to be dropping Certified Lover Boy next Friday, then most likely Kanye will be dropping on the same day. So we got to really look out for next week to see what's really going to go down. Especially with what's going on with these two. They just keep coming back and forth. One minute Kanye says they're cool, next minute they're not. Next thing you know, they're not cool again, they're beefing, next minute they're cool again. Oh my god, it just makes me wonder who has the worst bipolar disorder of all time. Kanye with everybody he's friends with, or Mother Nature with his weather? It's sun, it's raining. It's sunny, it's raining. Which one is it? Kanye's beefing with somebody, he's not beefing with somebody. He's beefing with somebody, he's not beefing with somebody. Choose a side, please. And I know you, Kanye, you're always saying some slick shit. You're always ranting. And that's why things never work out with you and, Mr. Champagne Poppy. And especially after you leaked his address on Twitter. Yeah, we saw that. He put his whole address on Twitter. And I know that was his address because I actually looked it up. And it showed his house. I'm like, oh shit, Kanye's taking it too far now. All Drake did was diss you in a song, and that was it. You just had to go and put the man in a group chat with his arch enemy, Pusha T, and you put his address. It's kind of fucked up because a lot of people, fans are crazy these days. If you remember those a few girls that, sneaked into Chris Brown's house when he wasn't home, he had the cops call. He called the cops on them. What's gonna happen if these people go to Drake's house? Is that what you wanted to happen? Is that what you intended by leaking his address? Like, yeah, you deleted the tweet after, but people are so quick with the screenshots. Like, I get it. He came at you in a song. That's cool. And for those of you who don't know, Drake was recently featured on a Trippie Redd song called Betrayal. And in his verse, he said a few things about Kanye. People say was towards Kanye. Let's take a listen to it real quick. Let me see. This is it right here. You hear that, right? I'm gonna go back to the line where he says, where people think he's coming at Kanye, which he probably is. All these fools I'm beef with, I barely know. 45, 44, man shit, let it go. For those of you who don't know, Kanye is 44 years old. So I'm pretty sure that was a diss towards Kanye. And I'm pretty sure that even after he did that song and Kanye, dropped this guy's address, said this and said that about that, I'm pretty sure by next week when Drake drops Certified Lover Boy, we're going to hear Donda 2. And then we're finally going to hear that album Sales War. Oh, next week is already going to be insane, man. Just know we're going to be talking about that on next week's episode. But, the thing about this is that people waiting so long for these two people to drop that album. They forgot there's other music that's being dropped this year that needs to be heard and are so good to listen to. Like, there's a lot more good albums. We don't need to just wait and listen to Kanye and Drake to drop that one. There's more good albums out there that happen to be released this year, people. I'm telling you. As a man who listens to a lot of music, I listen to those albums. And I can name a few right now off the top of my head. Let me see. J. Cole, Off Season, came out this year. Nas, King's Disease 2, a fucking masterpiece. What else? Migos, Culture 3, Polo G, Hall of Fame. Moneybagg Yo, A Gangsta's Pain. Bryson Tiller, Anniversary. DMX, rest in peace. He dropped his last album, Exodus. Belly just dropped a new album today called See You Next Wednesday. It's a good listen to. Y'all should check it out if you haven't to. Division and Ty Dolla $ign dropped an album today. I mean, not today, but they dropped an album this year called Cheers to Best Memories. It's a good ass album. Y'all should look into that too. Dave East, Hoffa. Logic came out of retirement real quick to drop Bobby Tarantino 3. Jim Jones with the Fraud Department. Little Baby and Dirk, Voices of the Heroes. Who else? You know who's a good? You know what's a good album? You know what is a good album that I listened to like recently? That Olivia Rodrigo album, Sour. It's actually a good album if you want to listen to it. Her, Back of My Mind. That was a good album. Oh, Lloyd Banks, Course of the Inevitable. If y'all have not heard that, I'm telling you, Lloyd Banks is back with those punchlines. The king is back. Doja Cat, Planet Her is actually a fire-ass album. Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost. What else? Who else dropped an album? Nah, that was last year. There's this new artist called Blast. BLXST. He dropped an album called No Love Lost. Y'all might well look into that. This dude was recently featured on Nas's album King's Disease 2. He's nice. I really think y'all should look into him. Who else dropped an album? Rod Wave, I said. Soulfly. Let me see. Pop Smoke's last album, Faith. Hopefully that is his last album. I said Jim Jones, the fraud department. Isaiah Rashad, The House is Burning, of course. What else? These are good albums to listen to while you're waiting for Kanye and Drake to drop their albums. Please don't judge me for this. I'm not much of a fan of this guy, if you personally know me, but he dropped an album this year if you want to listen to it. It's going to be tough to say on this show. Justin Bieber with his Justice album. Y'all can go listen to that. Y'all can listen to that. I'm not going to listen to that. I don't give a fuck about that guy. That's pretty much all that I know from the top of my head. Well, yeah. Take another chance with these music artists too. Remember that. Support your friends too. My boy Lal. His rapper's name is Lal. His name is Jalal, but his name is Lal. His album is coming out soon. I want y'all to be ready for that. When his album comes out, I will be playing it on the show. Might have him on the show too. So just be on the lookout. Hit up my boy. Listen to my boy Passport Gift. He has a few hits albums that he dropped recently. His last album was dropped on Valentine's Day. No Hard Feelings 2. You might as well look into that. If you like Spanish music, my boy BB Nobre got some good hits in Spanish. Y'all can look into that. And yeah, support your friends if they are artistes. Also listen to Jayhan, Have, and Jasmine, all the good friends from college. They have good songs. Y'all should look into these people. I'm telling you. But enough about music. Let's go switch into the next topic, which is this dumbass milk crate challenge, man. It's fucking milk crate challenges, man. I don't know who started this. I don't know who was bored. I don't know why they did what they did. But it has to stop. Seriously, it has to stop. This is like insane, stupid, idiotic. Don't want to partake in it. I actually care about my life. Because these people really just climb a bunch of crates, try to get to the other side. But seeing as how these crates are actually wobbly on top of each other, most of the time, you're gonna fall and bust your ass. Now, the stupidest thing you could do with these crates is actually do a milk crate challenge on concrete. I've actually seen a few people do the milk crate challenge on concrete, and sadly, well, all of those videos that I've seen, they've busted their ass on the concrete, even with 2 people being sent to the hospital. Like I said, this is kind of reminding me of. It wasn't a challenge last year, but it makes you think, where did these milk crates all come from? Because usually I see them in the store, and even in the stores, they didn't have that much milk crates. And then all of a sudden, they just pop up out of nowhere, and everybody has access to them. Where did this come from? Why are we doing it? What's the point of it? To see if you can actually balance yourself with all this? I don't want to deal with all that. That's insane. Who the fuck wants to do this? I don't want to do this. I hope nobody I know does this. They did it in front of my house, but I wasn't there for it. I wouldn't want to be there for it. I wouldn't want to do it myself. I wouldn't want anybody to do it for yourself. I actually want people to not do it anymore. Because most of the time we're being sent to the hospital. and it's not a good look for us as human beings. It's really not. These milk crate challenges, I think it's time we put that to a halt. Especially the other video I saw where people were trying to do the milk crate challenge, and instead of doing the challenge, they just took the milk crates and threw it at each other. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Just take a hard ass milk crate and just throw it at me, and I'll throw everyone right back. Start a fight and everything. Sometimes I swear I wish I was a dog. Woof woof. Bite niggas like that. Into the next, well, like I said, fuck the milk crate challenge. Next topic, we're gonna be talking about Mr. Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes made headlines this week. He was performing at a concert, and he had a few things to say about the COVIDs. He had a few things to say about COVID. He had a few things to say about COVID mask, the vaccine, and everything. And he caught a little controversy with his remarks that he made on stage. I'm going to pull up a little video, and I'm going to hear what he had to say. All right? Cool.
In the last 15 fucking months, COVID could suck a dick. All these little weird-ass government policies and mandates suck a dick. They're trying to take our civil liberties away. Feels good to be back outside. We outside for real. It's called the God-given right of freedom, right? No human being is supposed to tell you can't even breathe freely. Fuck your mask. I'm not saying. Some of y'all might feel differently, but fuck your mask. I can't run to you with a mask on. We can't eat food with a fucking mask on. We can't even see each other smile with a mask on. Damn, yo, I come from a time where before I used to even want to holler at a chick, I used to have to do shit with my face to let her know that I'm into her. All of that energy gets blocked when your mask is on. Energy is important, and we are all conductors of fucking good energy. We also gotta be clear when a motherfucker trying to give you bad energy. You can tell from only the expression on their face. I wanna see your face. Fuck your mask. I'm sorry I got a little political and shit. I miss my people. We gotta talk. We can party, but we gotta talk. We gotta communicate. We gotta establish new understandings. Fuck that. I ain't going through that shit again. And make sure y'all prepared too. If anything came out of this motherfucker, was a lot of learning. I learned so much shit in this little time off. Thank you for the one thing that came good out of this fucking shutdown.
Oh, Busta Rhymes, man. I want to agree and then disagree with him. I want to say I agree with him. Fuck these masks. Of course. I want to see people's faces. I want to see people's smiles. Smiling is like one of the best things we can do in this world. Smiling is one of the best things I do in this world. I love to smile. I love to laugh. I love to see people's expressions on their faces, whether it's crazy or nice or, anything like that. But at the same time, we're still dealing with this pandemic in our way now. Like, remember, this is still the new normal. And again, I've had it. Being stuck in this house for like those 2 weeks, I kind of see it as a blessing and all that, Kind of helped me out. Especially when I was in quarantine, helped me out too. Learned a few more things about myself. Went back to the past to learn fix some few things. But still, even with the mask, I still wear it just to protect people around me and protect myself too. I don't want to take any risk, and I don't want anybody else taking that risk either. That's why I still feel like people should still wear their mask. Like, I get it. It's hot right now. It's too hot for a mask. That's why if you're walking and you're like staying away from people walking past you or beside you, you can, remove your mask for a little while. Take a breather. Take a breather as much as you can before you put it back on. Just when you enter an area or when you go somewhere where there's a bunch of crowded people, just have a mask on. But still, even with that mask on, you can still tell them we outside, baby. Yeah. Oh my god. But again, energy is important even through the mask. Just keep wearing them, but still stay you. Sometimes if the energy is not shown in your face, like in the mouth and all that, make sure you check the eyes, cause the eyes, chico, they never lie. Next topic we're gonna be getting into is a very, very exciting topic. People are very hype about it, and it's the new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 3, No Way Home. The trailer was recently released this week, and in the trailer we see Spider-Man talking to Doctor Strange, trying to fix the issues that happened in the last movie. I'm not going to tell you if you haven't seen the last movie, but he's trying to fix something because he doesn't want as much people to know about him. So he asks Doctor Strange to, fix the past. And if you don't believe me, go check the trailer. It's out. The movie will be out December of this year, December 2021. So we're just waiting for that in theaters. So if you want to see the movie, you have to go to the movie theaters. But then if you go to the movie theaters, you would have to get vaccinated. Spider-Man, he wants help from Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange tells him there's a price to pay if you fuck up, this and that. Spider-Man obviously fucks up. A lot has changed. A lot from the past is brought to the future. Spider-Man ends up squaring up with Doctor Strange in a few scenes. And we see very familiar faces from the past too. We're going to be seeing maybe the Green Goblin. We're going to be seeing maybe the Sandman. We're going to be seeing, what's this guy's? Mary Jane. And a very, very good surprise that everybody saw was Mr. Dr. Octopus. Especially when he said, "Hello, Peter." When he said, "Hello, Peter," just know I lost my mind. Because I know it's on sight when the movie comes out and these two see each other. And this is the same Dr. Octopus from the original Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2. Oof. The man came back to reprise his role, and he looks better than ever. I can tell you that right now. If you're ready, go watch the trailer. And then be ready December of this year for Spider-Man 3. No Way Home. Oof. Oh my god, Spider-Man. Shit. That's going to be crazy, son. Also, I heard the other two old Spider-Mans will be making an appearance in the movie, so that will be fun to watch. 3 Spider-Mans fight everybody at once. It's going to be very exciting. Yeah, this hasn't been very... No, this type of movie hasn't been hyped up since the last Avengers movie. Whew. Oh, wow. Next topic we're going to be getting to is new music alert. New music alert. It's Friday. A lot of good music comes out every single Friday, and then I'll hook you up with what you need to listen to. Like I said earlier, if you were actually paying attention, Belly dropped his new album, See You Next Wednesday. He has a few guest appearances on this album, twice by The Weeknd, one by Young Thug, Moneybagg Yo, Gunna, PNB Rock, Nav, Big Sean, Benny the Butcher, and we also have the legend Nas featured on this album too. It's a good album. I heard it myself last night as soon as it dropped. It is worth listening. West Side Gun dropped his new album or mixtape, I have no idea. Hilla Wears Herms 3, Sincerely Adolf. It's a good listen to if you like real, raw, hardcore rap. I suggest you take a listen to West Side Gun. Lil Tecca dropped his second album, We Love You Tecca. Nicky Jam, if you like Spanish music, he dropped his new album, Infinity. And, if nobody knows about this, Max B drops 2 new songs last night. One called Revolution, one called 75 in the Can. If you are a fan of Max B, then you should take a listen to those songs. And you already know Free Max B. Also, Wizkid dropped a deluxe version to his album, Made in Lagos. This album came out last year in October 2020. But then he decided to, after, him having the song in the summer with Essence, especially after he dropped the remix with Justin Bieber, he decided to drop a few more songs on the album and to release it as a deluxe version for today. I'll tell you this right now, Wizkid is one of the best guys from out of the world, mostly from Africa. This dude's music is amazing. If you have not heard about him yet, there's more good songs other than Essence. I'm telling you this right now. Also, Meek Mill dropped his highly anticipated single, Share Location, featuring Little Baby and Little Durk. Well, as you would like to say, featuring the voice of the heroes, those two guys. And I'm going to show you little snippets of these these three actually, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Have a listen. Alright, that's enough. If y'all want to hear the rest of the song, y'all go listen to the song yourself. Alright, cool. But again, that is the new music for today. Hope y'all enjoy this stuff and y'all listen to it over the weekend. Other stuff I want to talk about. This new stuff that Tesla robots are being made for us. These Tesla robots are being made to help us out with our daily stuff that we do every single day. And I took a look into the stuff of the creations of these Tesla robots. I saw how they was jumping, they was moving, they was communicating with people. And honestly, I thought two things after watching it. One is, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I wonder how much you would have to get to acquire this Tesla robot. And two, which is the con. This is the pro and cons I'm talking about. Pro was how much this is cool. Con is, oh my god, iRobot is coming into life. I gotta get ready. I've been watching iRobot for so many years. Will Smith was right. I need to get ready because if the robots decide to square up with us, it's on sight. I'm not playing with this shit. These motherfuckers are starting creating us and replacing us already with these fucking robots. I'm not going out without a fight. If these robots malfunction talking about destroy humankind, we must destroy every single human being. Listen, it's on sight, okay? I play Call of Duty. I fight robots. I fight zombies. I don't give a fuck. If these robots do some shit, it's on sight. I'm pretty sure everybody who can agree with me. If these robots go crazy, we get crazier. Fuck is you talking about? Will Smith did it, we could do it too. Especially in the Bronx. The Bronx, we don't care who you are. We fight anybody. We'll fight a roach. We'll fight a robot. We'll fight a plane, bird. Don't matter. That's what we do. Talking about. I ain't getting replaced by no damn robots. Excuse you. I'm not becoming one of those fat people from the Wall-E movie. You know, from the Wall-E movie, the people who just sit in those little hover chairs and just move around in them while they being big and fat and this and that. I'm really hoping that doesn't become us in the future. And I want to do more than just depend on the robot. See, I'm not lazy. I don't need a robot. If anything, I'd rather, only robot that I use is my phone and this laptop that I'm using this to record this podcast. If I want a real robot, I'll just look for a video game, to be honest. I don't really need that. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some type of malfunctioning happening. And then something's going to happen with these robots. And I'm not going to be the first person that these robots will strike down. Excuse you. Fuck these robots. That's all I'm going to say. What else we got? Summer Jam. Oh, Summer Jam. I have a lot to say about Summer Jam. So Summer Jam was last Sunday on August 22nd. And on Summer Jam, they had a bunch of people performing, of course. This is the 26th annual Summer Jam. They've been doing this for a long time. And they had a bunch of people performing. They had Coily Ray, Young Blue, Mooski, Dusty Locane. These are just a few artists that are new in this world. If you have not heard their music, I think you should take a listen to. They also have the legends and the professionals itself, Migos, Meek Mill, Moneybagg Yo, Roddy Rebel, and Bobby Schmurda were there. French Montana, the guy who goes, whoop that. CJ was there. And Swiss Beats was also there paying tribute to, the late great rapper himself that we lost this year, sadly. DMX, Swiss Beats with a tribute to his favorite collaborator and his best friend too. And all this was happening while, a tropical storm was happening outside. If you remember last Sunday, it was raining. Like, when I say it was raining, it was pouring, bro. You was inside watching this rain. It was pouring. But instead of canceling, Summer Jam still went on with their show. Now, here's my thing about Summer Jam. I don't like Summer Jam. Never have, never will. Never been to Summer Jam. Never plan on going to Summer Jam. I don't care who's there or not. I don't plan on going ever in my life. Summer Jam, I feel like should have never happened, or it should have been rescheduled because of what everything was going on that Sunday. Because if you remember correctly, Hurricane Henry was supposed to happen. Everybody was indoors, staying safe, this is that. But then Hurricane Henry, if I remember correctly how you do it in science class, let me see if I remember correctly. Hurricane Henry was a Category 1 or a Category 2 type of strong hurricane. But then it weakened down to a tropical storm. That's why it's now called Tropical Storm Henry. And then a bunch of rain just happened, to be honest. It rained and rained and it rained. It rained for like 3 or 6 inches of rain. The wind power was like 95 or 85 miles per hour. Strong wind, to be honest. And all of this was happening, but yet they still decided to do Summer Jam. From what I know, Summer Jam, to me, from my eyes and my perspective, is the ratchetest concert you could go to ever in your life. Seriously. Because in the past years, not including this year and last year, because last year was in quarantine, Summer Jam, you think about Summer Jam, you think about, they're gonna be having the new young artists and the old OGs coming by to perform on stage. This and that. Cool, whatever. But that's on stage inside the stadium. You gotta think about what's happening outside of the stadium, in the parking lots, at the food booths, at this, at the that. We have people fucking going crazy, jumping off cars, fighting, jumping over the fence, doing this, doing that, drugs, violence, all that shit. It's not acceptable for me. And it always happens every single year, bro. It's not just 1 year I'm talking about. It happens every single year. And I feel like if I was to ever go there, I'm going to get caught in some shit. And I really don't want to get caught in some shit. So that's why I avoid ever going to that type of stuff, ever. Now, I'm a concert guy. I know this shit. I go to concerts a lot. I've seen a lot of people in my life. I've seen Jadakiss, I've seen Fab, I've seen 50, I've seen Snoop Dogg, I've seen Joe Budden, I've seen Logic, G-Eazy, YG, J. Cole, who else I've seen? Black, Alame, Ty Dolla $ign. I've seen a lot of people. But if they're performing at Summer Jam, I'm just going to say, hey, yeah, no, I'll wait till they have their own concerts. And when they have their own concerts, then I'll go see them. But if they're at Summer Jam, I'm going to pass. You could have fun. You could take that toll. You could do whatever they do over there. You can have fun. I'm going to stay my ass home. I'm not even going to watch the live stream. You do you, baby. Alright? Cool. Whatever. And I feel like with all the stuff that was happening with the weather and all that, I feel like Summer Jam should have either been postponed to a later date. Somewhere. Or take more precautions with this type of weather delays, because if the hurricane still happened and they still went on with the show, it would have been a disaster. And like I said before, we had Tropical Storm Henry. This happened last Sunday. It was supposed to be a hurricane. It weakened down to a tropical storm. It went from Saturday night to Monday morning. It was a Category 1 hurricane, and they went back to the tropical storm. It was dangerous. If you was outside, I feel sorry for you, because the rain was crazy and everything. And then the interesting fact about that. I looked it up, and I saw that from Saturday morning, what was it, Saturday morning or Saturday night? Saturday night to Monday morning, it was announced that this year, summer 2021, is the second wettest summer of ever, of the history of summers. Literally. Like, how many times has it rained this summer, bro? Like, it rained a lot. More than I've seen in all my life of being in summertime. It didn't rain as much last year during the summer. Not even the year before that it rained that much. But this year it rained a lot. Just want to give you a FYI, it's gonna be raining this weekend too, so be prepared for that. But this is the second wettest summer. I don't know what the first one is, but it must. If I can remember that year, then I'm pretty sure then this takes first place. This really would take first place. Cause this rain, I get it, it's hot. The rain comes to cool down, the environment and global warming and stuff like that. But damn, bro, it feels like it doesn't even feel like summer 2020. It feels like tropical storm 2021. It's hot, then it's raining. It's hot, then it rain. If I wanted to deal with this type of weather, I would have went to DR. I'm used to this. DR rain is so much better than NY rain. You can actually dance in that rain. This, you just avoid it. That's it. What else we got? Oh yeah, vaccines. Oh yeah, it was recently announced that vaccines were, well, not all vaccines, but there was one vaccine that was approved by the FDA for people to take because they feel it is a safe vaccine for people to be taken if they want to feel safe, and it was the Pfizer. The Moderna and the Johnson & Johnson, they have not made an announcement about that yet, but they have finally approved that the Pfizer is a safe and well vaccine for you to get the COVID. To stay safe from COVID a little bit, They still say you could get a vaccine from COVID. You can still get COVID after getting a vaccine, but you still gotta stay safe. Don't think that just because you got a vaccine that you could take your mask off, you could act crazy. No, you cannot, because you still have a chance of getting COVID. So what I need you to do is keep your mask on, do this, do that, and stay safe. That's it. I know some people hate this. I know some don't want to do it. But just with it or without, just do me the favor and stay safe, bro. That's it. That's all I need you to do. That's all I want you to do. There's nothing wrong with that. Because if you want to catch it, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to help you out, bro. But if you want to act a fool and go do this and go do that and be next to this person and be next to that person and be touching shit with your dirty ass hands, then by all means, go ahead. Go ahead, because I warned you. You didn't listen. You want shit to go through one ear and you want to go out the other one. I done said it. Stay safe. Please and thank you. I want us to all be fucking healthy. That's all I got to say. Alright? Cool. Copy. Tato. Alright. Do. Oh, let me see. Did I get through everything? Oh yeah, this shit. Last thing I want to say. So remember how last week I said OnlyFans was gonna stop with the pornography and the sexy stuff and the dish and the that and this go to my subscribe to my OnlyFans. You watch me do the booty twerks and all that shit. That was supposed to stop October 1st, right? Cool. Last week I said that I talked my shit. I told y'all to get jobs. Still feel like you should and whatever. Now OnlyFans decides to backtrack everything and say, you know what? Never mind. We're gonna keep the rule. You can still put up your booty. You can still put up your booty twerk fucking things. You can still rub your shits. All that. Your cosplays y todo eso. Tú sabes que estoy hablando. We're gonna keep the rule. So you keep your account. Seriously? Because you got like a bank agreement with somebody. You got the money. So now people can still do their little OnlyFans thing. It's all. I just talked all that shit last week. Saying people should be getting jobs. Y'all fucking bums. Making me look like a damn fool. OnlyFans, I swear, bro. Yeah, such bad influences, I swear. And then on top of that, this guy Tyga wants to have competition with OnlyFans. He started his own app now called MyStar, where people can put up their whole sexy booty twerk shits, rubbing and all that cosplays on that app, trying to have competition with OnlyFans because he thought OnlyFans was gonna leave. But then, so he decided, hey, you want to continue doing some OnlyFans shit? Come to my app. This, and that. This, and that. My name's Tyga. I'm the creator. All that shit. But now, it looks like he's going to be in competition with OnlyFans because he made MyStars, and OnlyFans is not going to be getting rid of any of the explicit stuff they had before. So, some people are still going to be making money. Some people, just I bet, who already canceled their accounts are going to try and get their shit back. And, others who actually quit this shit and actually went to get a job, I applaud you. If you didn't, please still do. Find another way of getting money that does not include you showing your body to everybody. I think that's acceptable for us. Wouldn't you agree? I do. I really do. I'm telling you right now. Oh, thank God I don't have that shit. Nobody wants to see me anyway. Fuck it. Well. Damn, I went through everything. Shit. Well, that was all for today's show. I see then. I got through everything. I'm still feeling myself today. I ain't gonna lie. I got this haircut. And shit. I'm looking extra dulce. Vanilla, tu sabe. But again, like I said before, at the end of every show, I would like to say a quote from a famous person. A famous artist, a famous rapper, a famous poet, a famous author, if anything. Today, I have a famous poet and author and artist and rapper. And he goes by the name of Mr. Nazir, a.k.a. Nas. I'm going to be reading a quote from him, and it goes like this. Don't ever give up on yourself. Keep shining, because the change of life is towards what you put. You've got to stick to whatever you're into because your day is going to come. Your day is destined. You walk away from that, whether it's to be from fear or you're just giving up. The greatest sin is fear and giving up. So do God a favor and never give up. Oof. Mr. Nas. I'm telling you, bro, he's top 5. He's in my top 5. I don't know about you. He should be in yours. Well, that's the famous quote, and that is our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next week for episode 6. And I'm pretty sure I told you this before in the beginning. Visuals will be coming soon. I will be in the studio. I will have my camera, and you will see me in person, and you will see me live recording this podcast. And I can't wait to have people on that show too. So please be prepared, because I got a lot more coming for you. Ooh, yeah. Oh. But then again, this is the SSE Podcast. I am your host, George Garcia, a.k.a. Georgie Boy. And I will see you next week. See ya!